Yeah, and most people are going to be watching Meg, and some people are going to be watching Penny. So
Penny streaming?
yeah, she's been doing a bit of the old streaming.
Oh, well, she's streaming, and she's streaming from General, so.
Yeah, that's.
I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Penny's channel.
I am now. Right. Are you needing me to go to the land of the what's called the bed?
I'm not too fussed. I'm
Right. Okay.
in a, you know, I'm in a build, so.
Right. I have stuff in my in my bag, and I have no idea what it's for.
I need to upgrade the damage on my diamond sword. Sword.
Right. Fair indeed. Meow. Noisy bastards. Right. Let's make some lecterns. I can make 3 lecterns.
Cool.
What's that? Walls. Where's my wall? My walls there. Bear, meow. Right. Okay. And good news as well with my place. Hello Ash, I'll be able to take my doggy with me.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Doggos are often pleasant.
Yeah. It's just going to be a bit weird because, you know, he's been living with my dad for, well, since I got him.
When it says 4 notifications and then it says 50 plus, and it's like, something has happened here.
Maybe. How are you, Ash? It's nice to see that my village is not overrun by villagers, even at this time of night.
Yeah.
Always
useful. Always useful.
Right. Actually, I know where I'm going to put these. I'm going to put these in that building over there that we systematically. By systematically, I mean you set it on fire, then I poured liquid fire on from the top.
Good times.
Oh yes. I am actually pretty decent today, thank you, Ash. I have been given the news that I can be now an adult. For on Wednesday I will be signing paperwork, which will mean that I have my own place.
Huzzah.
Yep. So all I'll need to do is then decorate it. I wonder, do you reckon you could kill a zombie by throwing eggs at it?
Eggs don't do any damage. I've tested it, sadly. Well, actually, no, they must do damage because you can hurt chicks by throwing another egg too quickly. Hello, Ash. If I had not remembered to say already.
Ah.
Does not work.
The one that actually managed to sort of, land in some way, shape, or form, just went through it.
Boring.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's go back inside. Right. Right. Sun's coming up, which is good. Where is...
So I'm on a building project, so it's not really... Nighttime does not exactly bother me at the moment. I'm just trying to remember to sleep every night for a few days so I don't get phantoms.
Right.
Hello, Santu203.
Ah, welcome back. I do believe I remember seeing your name a while ago, but my memory's shite, so I could be wrong. But I do believe I've seen your name, you know, a little while ago. Right. I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to separate these sheepies and I'm going to have to recolour them because...
Ah, so you're doing the sensible thing and making an OCD farm.
Yeah, I
It's just better.
all I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to... I've got a new... Put you in there for now. And you in there, you can go in there, you can go in there. Torches I'll keep my hands on. Ah, okay. Well, good to have you back. As you can see, it is. I have lowered myself to the to this game.
I wouldn't put it like that.
I would. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just, it's. I don't know. It's kind of like lacking a point.
There's plenty of point. There's like a whole like story and progression.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that fell flat. That just was just a big no. This novice librarian wants 17 emeralds and a book for Enchanted Book Look of the Sea #1.
Yeah, that's not really worth buying any of those books. But if you upgrade him, he might sell better books. Because I know I had one that was selling something really bootleg, and then I gave him some more stuff. And then he started selling mending. And I've spent a lot of emeralds buying mending books.
This one's got multi-shot.
Multi-shots used on crossbows. It does exactly what it says on the tin, like Ronseal.
Cool. So that could actually come in handy at some point. Okay, what's this one got? Channeling.
Yeah, it's crossbow.
What's channeling?
Channeling is for, I believe, tridents. It makes them more effective, I think. Braining. Braining? I need to grab some hoppers. I need quite a few hoppers for this. It's a good thing all those iron golems wanted to be killed.
Mmm.
Bastards.
This one is selling Protection 2
That's not a bad one.
for 10 gems and a book.
Yeah,
And he's
that's pretty good,
and
actually.
he's only like the first level one.
Yeah, I mean, what I would do, honestly, is get them to all at least apprentice grade, because that'll put their prices down as well.
These multi-shots. It's a shame you can't sort of, you know, mark them as like,
You
know,
can.
which-
Give them name tags like your dogs.
Oh,
Yep. It's kind of dark when you think of it like that, but...
no, it's understandable. It's logical.
What do I need from my house? Food. There we go.
I have no idea, you know, like of the updates that this counts and stuff because I didn't play it before.
Yeah, I was playing it in 1.11 or 1.12 a bit, but not really very much. because someone had been like, "Oh, you should get this," and then they were like, "Oh, cool." Then someone else was like, "Oh, I'll show you how to like do all the basic stuff," and then I wanted to die, so I kind of stopped playing for a bit, and then a young lady was attempting to seek my interest by playing Minecraft, so that was a good motivator, shall we say.
Really? Someone playing this game as a...
Yeah, I'm about as surprised as you, to be honest.
Hey, if it works.
And then once I'd found a nice server and kind of got set up, she was like, "Yeah, I don't really like this server." And then I'm like, "I've got it all set up here though, so I'm gonna stay." Good times. She was vaguely implying that she'd be interested in dating me. Yeah, she's I think what's the description? Like a low effort Twitch fart, essentially. It's kind of like oof. I say low effort because not really any following.
So she wasn't even a booby streamer?
Not that I could tell. I mean, she was, qualified, but I'm not saying I have a preference in, like, large boobed, like, golf GFs, but they have their appeals. And it, makes it better as well when they're actually, like, a reasonably, good person as well. That's always a bonus.
Yeah, it's alright. Right, okay.
It makes it from a fun to this could actually be a good thing that lasts and isn't just like titties.
Well, let's face it though, titties is a good answer.
I mean, yeah, but
Right.
A nice personality tends to last longer than titties.
Yeah, but you can't motorboat a nice personality.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
Right, okay.
And now all the children have left the stream.
I've managed to split my
You've segregated your sheep, understandable.
yeah, but not like evenly or anything, because that was just a pain in the arse just to get it like that.
Fair enough. I mean, it's something, I suppose.
I could sort of like create a new pen, and then like lure the first lot in, and then sort that out, and then go to the next part, and the part that was there. That's actually, well, you know what? Thinking about it. And then I can actually try and maybe tidy it up a bit.
So if you need some leads, I've got a bunch. If you want to move sheep around more easily. I've just realised at some point I need to glaze this building. Because, well, I'd imagine you being from our part of the world, you know how many windows the kind of building I'm making have, don't you?
What sort of building are you making again?
I'm making a like a mill. So lots and lots of tall, thin windows.
That's why I do that.
Yeah, kind of like your house, but I'm going to do it with panes rather than blocks. Even though that's actually going to be not advantageous to me. Do you always feel a bit concerned when someone walks into your house in game?
Yeah, it's like, why? What are you doing? Why are you here?
I see you over there, Noodle.
Right. Okay. Come to me, sheepy ears. Or
Yeah, I could have. Well,
Well, you expect her to, wouldn't you, though, Ash? Because, you know, what kind of girl is she if she's not going to suck?
the original lady is a art student who basically was not so much interested in a boyfriend as more someone who could shill her artwork for her.
Oh. Oh, that one.
Yeah, you might have talked to her. I don't know. That would have been quite amusing, to be honest. She seemed like she would be fun. I was wrong.
Would she by chance have a really, really bad dyslexic sort of disorder?
It's probably, yeah. That tends to be a thing.
I do believe it. I know who you mean. Right.
Also with the really edgy name.
Yes.
Boy, well, you know,
Right, okay, so...
careful, like, sharps inside.
Right, come on. Another... Oh, my dad's Skyping me.
Rip.
So, I'll have to mute myself for the moment.
I will entertain the stream for you. Well, I can't hear him. Let's check the stream. Testing. Testing. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Hi, Anonymous. Yeah. Don't think anyone here would contest that. If you need a fedora to tip, I can, you know, direct you into probably some Amazon stores. You can hear me, but you can't hear Disconnect. That's the important thing. Presumably he's just muted OBS.
Apple bogies about that. I am now... Oh, wait. Wait, no, there's three sheepies in here now. Fuck it, three's better than two. At least then, you know, they can have 3 ways and stuff.
Gross.
Right. How many's in that one? 1, 2, 3 in that one. That's good, that's good. I don't know how many's in the other one.
Right. Would you like to phrase that as a suggestion, perhaps, Anonymous?
Play some Minecraft Alpha. Who's Alpha?
What did he mean by this?
Okay, so... Do you know what? Sod it. I'll just have to feed them lots of hay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, we got some orange dye, I got some blue dye, I got some light blue dye.
Blue da ba dee da boo da you
Oh,
da
some
ba
purple
dee.
dye as well. Okay, excellent. Woof indeed, dog. Right. Damn, from 29, yeah, that's some years, you know, going back. That is.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm turning my head when I'm trying to see things from a different angle, as if that's going to help with my, you know.
Right,
Look at him wanting to Z. Cash.
I know. It's only been 2
I
nights.
got a construction project. I don't need to sleep.
It's only been 2 nights.
I mean, I'm at the point where I've built the building up enough that I can, you know, not worry about things on the ground.
And there we go. Now you can go light blue.
Right, so I can't put the next floor onto this place until the first floor is ready,
Get here,
which makes sense.
Get it. Come here. Come here. Over here. Come here.
Oh, it's gonna be fun glazing this place. I should really get on with that.
Son of a bitch.
Now, because I don't use plain glass, what colour glass should I maybe use?
Let's change you to purple, because this one's got lots of orange ones in. And so I might as well just... There we go. Do I have purple yet? Yes. Yes, I do. One. Right, you. Pinky, get here. See, it's going to say that, and I will now go over, and I'll put one in it, pisses off to the side. Got him! So... Great.
I'm glad I bought a massive amount of arrows. That was a good decision.
Right, okay. Dun, dun, dun. What colour dyes do I have? Red. Let's see if I can make red. Red. I can make red. Let's make these red.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
That's not part of the world. I'm thinking. Oh, there was one round your part of the world, but
What's that?
it's the. I'm thinking actually of the one in Burton, but the old Midland warehouses, where you've got like the train lines in the bottom floor, and then stuff stored all the way up to the like 4 stories. It's kind of the aesthetic I've got going on here.
Aha!
So, because how I can do this, I could set it up so it could have minecarts that could, you know, export bits for me, or to use like minecarts for stuff like dropping off, you know, fuel and what have you.
If I knew what I was doing, I would probably do the same thing for this place. Hey, what are you? Go away, Skellington. You are not welcome here.
Yeah, this should be a unit when it's completed. So it's already 3 floors, and it's I kind of think, I don't know if it's about the same size. Actually, yeah, no, this is bigger than Omegon's house so far, and that's not meant to be like a flex. It's just the required size.
You make it as big as you need to.
That's the plan.
Let's go get those arrows and the bones and the XP.
So I need to go on a long and perilous journey to my house. Well, all my skeleton horses have nearly gone already. That's
How do you get those?
So one of the events is the thunderstorm, and sometimes if the lightning strikes the ground, it can spawn a skeletal horse, which will then be a thing that exists. And if you go near the skeleton horse, it will spawn a bunch of skeleton horsemen with bows who will try and kill you. Which is, you know, suboptimal, but
yeah.
It's saying if you carefully kill the rider, but not the horse, you can take the horse, and they're pre-tamed. You just put a saddle on them, and off you go.
So
I use them for like exploring because it's a skeleton horse. There's normally loads of them in the game because they don't, you know, do anything. And generally, when the mobs despawn, the horse stays. So, you know, they're good for exploring because, you know, just plop a saddle on it, off you go. You know, they're all the same stats, you know, they're nothing exciting.
Hey, where'd you go? No, you son of a bitch.
Ah, your village is escaping.
Yeah, because... Which one are you? You are the... Ah, you look at this. Yeah, so what do we call it? Right, there you go. Come, my lady.
Please don't.
Okay, so a boomer, kind of,
Yeah.
boomer.
Yeah. This is why I made sure I had plenty of arrows.
Yeah, I okay, I did not know about that. Oh no! You killed my... Oh, you bastards. Oh well. Just, it thins the herd.
Yeah. What I would suggest for future purposes, I guess, is get additional fencing, and then make the extension, then do the extra bit.
Yeah, I
Because they're a bit like fish in a tank. As soon as you take the tank away, they just sort of flop around aimlessly.
See, I don't mind the golems being out and about because, you know, fuck them.
Yeah. I've forgotten quite how much stone it took to make these structures. Oh dear, that's a lot of skeletons shooting me. To the stables. Ride like the wind, xylophone.
You got an enchanted bow. Let me see if I can get it from you.
Hey, no.
Yes.
No, sorry, my horse was trying to escape.
Okay.
Sploosh. Right, what can I loot from the hub that will be useful?
I want to go with stuff and things.
Yeah, as pretty much everyone has their own houses. This is basically just like a big warehouse for me. In so many words. So I'm not too fussed about, you know, looting, pillaging. There's a lot of granite. I'll leave some. I'm not a monster.
I've not really found much of a use for granite, you know.
I use it for accenting mostly.
Hey,
I need to make a nice deep pit for growing seaweed in.
Ooh, look at that. All
Hey!
you bastard. Did not see you there. I'm gonna get it.
Is this all I had? Damn. That'll be... Actually, no, yeah, that'll be nice. I'll,
Okay. Hey, what the hell? Who's been digging up this fucking... You bastards. I just filled in, you know, like, this massive hole thing. You know, it's next to my place.
yeah.
And now it's, you know, like a... Just a...
Yeah, that'll happen, sadly.
One of my villagers is killing one of these golems.
Are you sure it's one of your villagers?
Yeah.
That golem is stuck. I'm watching it now.
Oh, okay.
They're trapped between the wall and the fence.
There we go. I saved him. I could have left him to die, you know. Hey, up. Wait, are you at my place?
No?
There's
I went past, but...
There's a skeleton horse here.
Yeah, I left you one.
Oh. Yeah, I can't do it.
Stress.
Yeah, that was just, because where the headphones is sort of like attached to my neck kind of thing, it, it doesn't let me do the noise. And I think I got a bit of a cold sort of throat.
Yeah.
What was I doing? I was doing something. I swear I was doing something, and now I can't for the life of me think what I was doing.
Shame.
Oh, where's you? What's you? Which one's you? Channeling? No, you can go and suck a large one. I'll sell you some paper though.
Yeah. As I say, the best generally stuff comes in about level 2, level 3, which is like, I think, expert. But generally everything above that gets a bit samey. Or they just want to give you utter trash. So yeah, that farm is still fully functional. Wow, this is some degree of bootlegged. Should probably turn off that logic system, but never mind. I meant to make a sign here actually, that was something I was going to do. I was basically going to have the, you know the big like bamboo-y, cactusy towery thing I built on the beach? If you want to have a play around with that, you're welcome to, because I'm building a better one, and I can't be bothered to decommission it.
I'm actually not sure which one, what you're talking about on that one, but...
If you head towards the hub along the coast.
Is this the...
like, multi-story car park looking thing. Yeah, that's technically an XP farm. It's just currently turned off, so it's just a background generator for bone meal. Because one thing you can do with bone meal is make blocks, which can be quite nice for building. And as I plan to build in quite a lot of bone meal soon, I want to get a huge stockpile of it before I start.
Uh-huh.
I'm also going to need a lot of red wool, because I have a certain thing when I'm building like proper houses. I'm going to find somewhere nice off in the grasslands, plant an enormous forest, find an aesthetic bit in the middle of that forest, clear a bit of space, build a nether portal, and then build a castle, because I do this. And probably a village around the castle.
You build castles? I would never have guessed.
Yeah, but I like to build them as, full-on castles, not just, like a little watchtower type keep jobby.
Right, I've got 3 chickens sort of like flailing in my sort of, I won't say it's a pond, but it's just basically where I'm growing my sugarcane. And I feel like I should help them. So, here,
I mean, they might be delicious.
Here, grab onto the pointy end of my sword.
That kind of helping, I'd assume so.
Well, they got out. And there we go.
Fair enough, I guess. You know what? I can make more torches, but I can always use more of these.
I'm just going to help you as well, even though you weren't in the water, I could see that you were planning on it. Right.
Okay, someone is just making iron penises, and just penises in general, in all of the storage chests. I'm just kind of faintly concerned.
That could be anyone between Penny,
Ash,
Nullus.
Nullus.
Yeah.
Probably Penny. Seems the kind of thing she'd do. Ash tends to be a bit more aesthetic in her penis throwing. Also, when I eventually remember why I don't have any of my skeleton horses at the house, it's because I leave them places. I've left one at the stables, I've left one at your house, and left one where I'm gone.
That tends to be a good...
Yeah, I should make a nether track at some point.
A what?
a Nether track
Def.
to link the Nether portals together in the Nether. So, if say you wanted to go to Nullus's house, rather than using this big overland thing, there'd be a shorter trip through the Nether. Although I'm pretty sure it'd be quicker for me because my computer generally, the server at least times out when I go to the Nether. So I always have to sign back in to the game.
Yeah, I've noticed that sort of thing.
I think it's just the Australian internet thing.
Yeah, more than likely.
So not having to actually go to the Nether is useful.
Plenty of that. Make some. What is that? Okay.
How is the chat doing today?
I don't know.
Well, I was hoping they might answer.
Oh.
Bully them into interaction.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So I've found anyway. I could be wrong. Let's see if
What do I not need?
okay, right. I just obviously killed like 4 chickens because obviously 3 of them I was trying to save and the 4th one just, he deserved it.
Happened to be delicious, yep.
And then as I just looked in my container as I was opening the box, I noticed that I'd bought 4 rabbit stews.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, so I just sort of kind of helped these chickens for no reason. There's a villager in here now who needs helping. Why are these villagers taller than me?
I don't know.
That's alright, he's floating. Okay, I've helped him. I helped that villager out. And this chicken, he's helped now. As you like to say, I'm helping.
So first floor is going to have green glass in the tank. Now I've got 5 rows, which is inconvenient.
Right, because it's an odd number.
Yeah, because it means because how the farm functions basically is you put a glass rod down the middle of each row, which works. Although, I'm gonna have to try that. I might be able to do this without needing glass rods, in which case, good.
Glass rods? The hell's a glass rod?
Okay, so when you put glass down and it has nothing around it, it makes a rod instead of a pane? Like that.
Okay. That explains it all.
Let's try this. Because if it works with one, it'll work with all of them. And that's convenient, because I have to do less work. And I am, if nothing else, lazy.
It's just called being energy efficient. Right, so
I guess.
am I using the wrong? So, is it this?
Lots of plain glass.
Right.
I think I'm not going to bother glazing the place until I know that it's done enough that it'll be creeper proof.
Well, in my house I have 30 red stained glass panes if you so choose to want them.
I may come and take this from. I'm thinking of just having regular glass on the outside, or possibly blue glass on the outside, because I do like the blue glass. But I think plain glass will look more consistent with what I'm going for. As this is meant to be a big sort of ground building.
Okay, just make myself another lectern because, you know, one of my guys, you know, got blowed up. So I'm now going to put down another lectern to make up for that one that got blowed up. Okay, so 4 lecterns in a row. I've even got a brewing stand, which I have. Yeah, obviously I've got the water and I've got the blazing stuff, but I don't know what you put in the top.
You need empty bottles for a start.
Okay.
And then there's various different ingredients. I would honestly look on the Gamepedia page, or basically the wiki.
Right.
Because I am, you know, lazy. So.
You actually get to keep the bowl after you've eaten the stew, which is kind of weird.
Yep. Which is useful, but also not useful.
It's useful in the fact that, yay, I got a bowl. But at the same time, it's like, well, what do I need the bowls for?
Yeah, that's some of the problem. I'm going to end up using a lot of scaffolding, I think, because I am going to be lazy.
I am noticing a theme.
That's the thing, I'm building a huge structure, but I have to build it slowly to make sure it works. So as I know that a floor works, I'm going to finish it.
That'll be for throwing later. Right. I'm gonna go Z because, you know,
right,
it has been like, you know, 3 or 4 nights now.
Yeah, that is advisable. Let me just bounce home. I'm going to rustle briefly.
There we go. Well, yeah, you could always just disguise it like you normally do with the, you know, the old rustle.
How was that?
I don't know, but whatever you did, you're actually louder.
Huh.
I would buy that book from you, but, you know, I only got 3.
So once you got a paper farm up and running, you get so much. But anyway, I'm currently carrying 58 blocks of emerald.
Oh, sounds like somebody was in somebody's way. Tell you what, Alright, give this doggy a bone. Here you go. Here you go, Trouble. There you go. Hey? Not you, potty cat. Okay, let's get you out of the corner. Come on. Where are you? There we are. Are you? Hey? Who's a good boy? Hey, who's a good boy? Have a bone. Nope. Okay, doesn't want the bone. What have I got? What have I got there, Elite?
As I look through the plain glass, I'm very tempted to change the glass colouring.
There
It's a
you
bit late though.
Good boy. Hey, who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh yeah, had you gone to Nellis's house in the end? I forget.
What for?
Ogle.
Oh, I've seen it before.
Oh, okay. Let's try to remember.
Make purple glass? Why would I make purple glass?
I've got purple glass on the back of my nether portal. I was so vaguely curious as to how I ended up with an odd number of glass panes, as it makes them in 16s.
That is.
Aw.
What I should do is realistically, you know, how do I get name tags? Can I make them?
I fished them up myself.
But can I make them?
I don't think you can. I know you can also buy them for an extortionate amount from some of the traders.
Let's just go see if I can make them. Okay. Name tag. Name tag. No, name tag.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who dips into that. For anything that sounds vaguely like Stingray.
Oh, I'll use that sort of thing for a lot of things.
Captain Scarlet.
Dun, dun, dun.
He is the one who knows the Mysteron's ways. I may have to move this spiral staircase. I thought it'd be quite nice to have it in the centre of the building. It kind of means you can't access one side of the building. Or I could just move that floor up half a floor. That might work.
The hell is an observer?
Exactly what it says on the tin.
What does it observe though?
Stuff, things.
Okay. And fire charge?
I'm not sure what those do actually.
Redstone comparator?
That's redstone stuff.
Yeah, well, I've got plenty of
So
redstone.
the observer. Okay, if you want an example of the observer, if you go to my XP farm I built, there's one there, and there's also one in my sugarcane farm.
Oh, is that the like the detect? You know, like obviously something reaches its level, it will go no, and
It's a visibility gate. It's the if there is a block or something moves into it, or basically if it something enters or leaves its line of sight, which is one block, yeah, it sends us a redstone pulse.
Right, okay, I had a fishing rod somewhere. How do I fix a unbreaking rod?
With mending, still. Or by combining it with another rod at the same, type. Well, not the same type, another fishing rod.
So I won't... I'll just make another one. Meow. So I want to obviously, name tags, so I can tag the shit out of them. Right. Let's go fishing. Right, does location matter as the fishing? Cause
Nope, you can fish in a 1x1 block.
Right, okay, so... And you can fish in ones that you've even created yourself?
Yep. It just needs water and sky.
Where's he gone? He was trapped in the water, I was trying to save him.
Virgin Media will do. Badoom.
Ah, that reminds me, I've got to contact them. That's who my internet with.
Yeah.
Don't get in my way, villager, otherwise I will help you. Oh, Name tag straight away. Yay!
Nice.
Right. So I got to give it a net, put a name on it, and then I can.
With an anvil, yep.
Right.
A bit like you'd name other items.
Mhm. Okay. Name tag. We'll call our first guy Trevor.
Nice. Had assumed that may be the case.
You know, you can't have a village without somebody called Trevor in it.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay, where's my best librarian? And by best I mean the one that's probably been humping the most. Okay. Oh, not you.
So that bay's not done yet. How's this bay? 1, 2, 3, 5.
It's not you. Where's
Okay, this bay is complete.
the other one? Bet it's
Okay,
in a
me.
dirty hole somewhere, isn't it?
Unfortunate son.
Ah. Hey, get back here. Here we go. Here's. Oh, son of a bitch. Where's he gone?
Ooh.
No, not you.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, for... That one. There we go. Trevor is an apprentice. Excellent. Now I know which one I can work with. They're at it again. They're humping. There's like a whole gangbang over there.
Not fair. They won't stop until they have basically got as many as there are beds at the time that they try, sort of thing.
So the fact that they are trying means that there's beds available.
Yep. They will even per se, they will try, and that you can have 6 of them trying, while there is one bed, because that one bed is not full.
Bastards. But I've just fished up a enchanted rod with Luck of the Sea 2 and Unbreaking 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I don't. What is Luck of the Sea?
That gives you more chance of getting good stuff, basically.
Ah.
So things you'd want rather than
Fish.
yeah, basically. Also a higher chance of getting stuff rather than trash.
So, anybody left in the actual stream chat that's awake or stuff? Actually there.
Couldn't say, but there are definitely people in the chat.
Yeah. So, hello people. I know fishing isn't exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but
Some people it is.
yeah, I know. My uncle used to run a carp fishing lake in France.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't know how they can call that fishing. It's literally a case of they get a remote controlled boat, bait boat, send it out to a certain point in the lake, and then drop the bait, And oh, bear in mind, this boat normally would have a sonar on it, so they could find where all the fishes are. So then they drop the bait, and then they get like anywhere between 4 and 8 rods that I've seen. They cast them all into that area, and then they stick them on these racks, where if any line gets pulled, it sends off an alarm. So they can be in their tents doing something else, like getting pissed or whatever, and you know, and then that's how it's done. You know, there's nothing to it. It's just that, and it's just, don't get me wrong. You know, the carp were fucking cold. I think the smaller ones were like £30 ish.
Damn.
Yeah, I think
That's some chunky fellas.
Yeah, I think the largest one was in the 60s, which, that's big. That's a big lump of muscle you've got to fight against. See, that part of it, yeah, okay, fair enough, but you know, the rest of it is just like, yeah, why? Right, I know how, like, you know, my rod has unbreaking. I'm guessing that means obviously it won't break ever.
Nope, that just means it will break slower. Yeah.
Oh, so
Mending, however, means that it will fix itself.
so unbreaking actually means not that it's not.
That means it breaks slower, basically. It's not ideal semantically. I do completely agree with you on that point.
Because, you know, when you see unbreaking, you think, that means it'll never break. Yay!
That is a lot what it sounds like, yeah, but it's lies. So, okay. As I've fallen into the tank again, I think that side's done.
Okay, sorry. Right, okay, that's enough fishing. I can't be asked. Oh, I gained a Nautilus shell and 8 raw cod. Yay!
Handy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
3,
2.
4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Yeah, that's all. Okay.
See,
I have 9 glass left. That's inconvenient.
Don't forget, I've got that 30.
Oh yeah, I'll happily come and get that in a bit. What I'm doing is I'm having each floor is going to be a different colour of glass. So if I get a problem, I can, you know,
You can just go.
tell
It's on the.
person, yes, it's on the green floor, it's on the red floor, it's on the blue floor, type thing.
Okay, I will. The double box outside, next to the the bigger farm. Every place it's in there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Saves you trying to, you know, get into my place.
Understandable.
Not saying that, you know, you're not welcome or anything. It's just, you know, obviously it's just a lot easier if you can just run in, jump, run to the box.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Can I hang a forge off my ceiling as a way of collecting stuff? Right, I need a lot of glass. I currently don't need that glass. I'm trying to build logically, progressively, and above all, slowly.
Have you learned
Get one floor done, then do the next, and then keep going.
Have you learned nothing over the last couple of years? Progressive just doesn't work.
Oof.
I know. I actually made a funny, and it was actually topical some way, shape, or form, and it was a little bit of a brainy sort of thing as well. It's like, clearly this flat is just it has brought the adult in me out somehow.
When you said you were feeling positive, I just assumed you meant HIV.
I did it first.
Yeah. Glass, glass, glass. I want to step on the glass tonight.
Now do I, or shall I just... Ow! Who put that there? Actually,
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a loss from this farm, potentially, as when the cactus pops off, it might pop onto the windowsills, which would be a shame. But it does mean that the outside of the house doesn't have to be quite so flat. Because, I don't know if you've done your house, I forget now.
I have no idea.
You know how you've got the different textures? I've got it with, like, granite windowsills that are made of steps. And then panes of glass, so it looks like they're set in a bit.
Oh, okay. Not completely like that, but you know, obviously, like I've used different, yeah, like different bricks and stuff. You know.
Sounds good.
Right. Ah. Idea.
I should get a bed in here. That would help.
Hey, what are you doing around here? Besides the fact that you know you're trying to kill me. Right. Go away. Leave me alone. Don't start. I don't want your egg. Leave your egg at the door. Go away. Thank you. Right.
Oh, sorry, I'm not being very chatty. I'm just trying to concentrate, and that's occasionally difficult.
That's okay. You son of a bitch.
Oofed.
Well, I was planning on making this, you know, into like a... I just thought. There we go.
Let's see, I'm going to need to prepare a huge amount of fuel eventually.
Fuel?
Yep. Well, I'm making a combined cactus. Well, technically it's a dye farm and a
Are you by chance
Bonial farm.
running somewhere really fast?
Nope.
Okay, so it's just...
I'm standing still and looking at the frontage and going, the glass looks wrong, sadly. The plain glass just doesn't really work.
Oh.
I think I'm going to have to add some exterior texturing.
Right, okay. So that's that part done. So now... Ah, iron. Hey!
So if you need iron, you could always, I can...
Ah, that's okay. I don't need it. It's just a case of, you know...
No, yeah, it's, you know, pleasant when you find it, yeah.
I'm not going to use it though, because, you know...
So I've got my iron farm, which is apparently deeply unethical, but
Damn it.
golem lives don't matter. I see you down there, creeper. I don't see you anymore, creeper. Concern.
But nah, never
Why are there creepers in the daytime?
because they hate us. As I guess, anyway. Bingy, 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 bing.
I do like the kind of funky patterns you can get from cutting down trees like this. At some point I might just leave some out in the wild. It's like quirky artwork.
Ooh, lag. That was some awful lag.
Oofed.
Why won't you let me put it down? Oh, okay. Obviously, you can't have it, even though you know it's one. It's just, you know, it's not even a block away. You can't have it. You can't have it diagonally.
Yeah, sugarcane's fun like that. Can't help but notice though that you don't need water on both sides. Oh right, you're fitting in around an existing farm.
Yeah, I thought, you know, I'm gonna turn my old farming crop place into a sugar farm. Words and stuff and things.
I would say, have you done much messing around with redstone? Because I'm assuming you've probably collected quite a bit of it when mining so far.
I've got a shit ton of it.
Have you got nether quartz?
A what?
The crystals you get in the nether.
Oh, I have a couple, yes. I did have quite a few, but then I kind of got killed. Got killed, and you know, and I was at the time. You know, when I got killed, I was standing in some lava.
Yeah.
I
can see why that would be an inconvenience.
Yes, and what are you doing? Piss off.
But yeah, so what you could do is, if you wanted, I could try and guide you through making a semi-automated sugarcane farm, or a fully automated sugarcane farm if you wanted. You'll just need some iron and some redstone.
I have iron, and I have a lot of redstone. I would say a lot, but you know, a lot for me.
Okay, so basically it's decide how long you want the farm to be. And then you'll need that many minecart tracks plus 10.
So I've got some minecart. Okay. So.
And actually, no, not probably plus 10. You probably you could probably get away with a few less, as you need some powered rail.
Yep, I have words and the things, and I've got a powered rail. I've got 64 powered rails. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, 78 powered rails and an activator rail.
Wow. Yeah, you won't need all of that powered rail, but it can't hurt.
I picked that up when I found a you know, like a dungeon sort of thing, and like in one of the boxes.
So you'll need 6 powered rails, and then 4 plus however many long you want it to be regular rails. So say you want to make it 10 long, you'll need 24 regular rails and 6 powered rails.
Oh, okay. So I was just about to make 16 times 17 amount of rails. Is that a lot?
We only need 24 rails, so.
So that's a yes.
You also need to make a couple of observers. And you'll need to make 20 pistons. This is probably going to be the most expensive part of the build.
Okay, I've done 8 times 16 instead. Because, you know.
Why are you doing 8 times 16? You need 24 rails total.
Because I can fuck things up or make things bigger as I so choose.
Understandable. Did I just multiply my inventory? I did.
Right, okay, what do I need for the observer?
No, it's not now. Nether quartz, redstone, and what do you need? You know what? I'm gonna go and have a look at my one, and I'll be right back. So I think it's stone or cobblestone.
It could be cobblestone because I remember it.
Yeah, you're not gonna need more than a stack of redstone, so don't worry about carrying tons of it on you. It's quite an efficient little system that I've seen.
Observer. There we go. I'll make 2. Because I have 2 nether quartz.
That's enough.
I can make a dropper. I've not got a dropper. I'm going to make one. And then I'm just going to make a shite ton of blocks of redstone.
It's even easier than I thought it was. You need literally just observers and pistons.
Okay. And what
So if you start with...
How do I make a piston? What do I need for
pistons? Pistons are, I believe, stone or cobblestone, wood and iron. And I think that's all you need.
Right. Okay, so I've just turned all those stacks of redstone dust into two and a half blocks of...
2.5 stacks of blocks, yeah. Probably a good plan.
Alright, piston.
So we'll need...
I'll find a piston.
How many?
I need a redstone dust, a iron ingot, 4 cobblestone and 3 wood.
Cool.
Iron on me.
Why am I being so slow right now?
Don't know. Okay, I've made 4 pistons. Is that enough?
You'll need 20.
So that's a no then.
Yeah. You can expand this or you can shrink this depending on how big you want to make it.
And hello Yoshi Rabbit. It has been a while.
Another thing you can do with this is you can have it all underground if you want to. Or you can have it up in the sky. I'd suggest with your village you potentially put it up on some stilts.
Well, I was thinking more case of... You remember like where my old house was?
Yeah, that would actually work perfectly.
Yeah, that's where I'm putting the what do we call it thingies.
Alright.
Okay,
You're also going to need 2 hoppers and a lot of blocks. I'd suggest stone.
I have lots of blocks of stuff. So you tell me what I need. You know, what stuff.
Well, it's up to you. Right. As long as it's blocks and not like sand and things.
Cobblestone.
Cobblestone will work.
Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of it here. Would that be enough?
That should be plenty. Now, this is not my design, so if anyone is thinking I am attempting to seek credit for someone else's work, I am not.
I'll take credit for it though. And hello,
I want to say it's Avamancer's.
Whoever that is.
He's, I think he's sort of Socky's neck of the woods. According to people's opinion of his accent, at least. I'm not too certain myself.
I now have 21 pistons because I overdid it a little.
1 is spare is fine, so you need 2 hoppers.
Okay, hopper.
And you'll need 2 additional chests. And I think that that's it, in terms of difficult things.
Okay. Hoppers. There. Do I need a chest and 5... Do I need more wood on me? No, I need to. Wood. What am I making? I have no idea.
Hello, Sherry. I'm helping Discman make a sugarcane farm to speed up his villager repopulation.
Oh, well, no, I don't
Or
want
it's not population, experience gathering, that's the word.
to... Okay, so...
Because at the moment he has lots of very low-skilled villagers, which don't make very exciting things.
Right, okay, so I have now 2 hoppers.
Okay. You also need a minecart, but that's not as urgent, unless you've got the stuff to make it right now.
I have 3 minecarts.
Oh, sorry, tell a lie, you will need 3 hoppers. And 1 minecart.
I've got 3 minecarts and 2 hoppers. So I need to make myself another chest. Which that should give me the hopper. Is it gonna make me the hopper? No, it's not. What am I missing?
So I'd
No,
forgotten
there
that
it is.
step, because when I did it, I was reusing an existing system.
Right, okay, so now, so I have, okay, so...
20 pistons.
Okay, as many times I've got 2 observers, 3 hoppers, 21 pistons, 3 minecarts.
You only need 1, but that's fine.
A...
About a stack of redstone dust.
Oh, okay.
Just on the safe side.
I'll just bring a block with me.
That's fine. That'll do for now. In fact, 2 blocks, and you'll be fine.
Okay,
4 if you're feeling fancy.
okay, I've got 7 now. I'll bring in 7 because, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can always bring them back. I mean, you know, they're not going to get, like, thrown into a fire at the end of this.
More villagers for the burning. What burning? The burning, you missed. Well, actually, no. Skog made of. Yeah, actually, yeah. If you go to if you go to Skog's channel, you'll find there's a video on there of this building being sort of turned into like fire to a degree on the inside, and then you know, and then when the fire didn't do the full job, I had a couple of buckets of lava. And that kind of helped.
It solved the problem anyway.
Yeah, it solved some of the problem.
It's not a very well done video, it's not edited or anything, I just, you know, it seemed like a good idea.
It was highly entertaining. You saw the massacre. It wasn't a massacre. It was a...
Yeah, not actually that many of them died, so...
Yeah, one of them, while I saw the lava was around them, just laid there in bed and just like, yeah, sod it.
Guess I'll die then.
I think that's basically what it did. He was just like, fuck it.
Now, part of me thinks probably should have started this by going to bed to make sure there weren't going to be so many monsters around. That's the first thing you're going to want to do. Is, as I say, if you're feeling extravagant.
Extravagant? Me?
Yep. Well, you know, I know that with Northerners it's short arms and deep pockets. But the Midlanders, it's more of a grey area.
I normally go with what's enough, and then, you know, and then if things are like...
Okay, so for starters, I'd say pick an area near, well, I guess the nearest end to where you want to build when morning has happened.
Okay, well,
so I've just remembered that if you're going to bed, I also need to do the same.
Yes.
I'm going to go and bring another bed with me because I can just have one and sleep in there as required.
Okay, I am in the bed.
How's mine?
I do believe it's just me and in the server.
Yep. So,
okay.
huzzah, we have survived the night.
Yes.
So, braining. The first relevant thing to be doing is...
Hey, what are you doing over there? Piss off.
You want to find the centre line of where you want to put it, because it's going to be a long fin building.
Oh, let me deal with these.
Yeah, no worries. I have a friendly golem population that solves most of those problems for me.
Yeah, I have some of those actually scattered around, not on purpose, but you know. Ooh, enchanted legs there. Nice.
That might be any good.
I don't know. We will find out.
Right, that tank works. That tank works. Good. I'll leave the windows open in them just because I'm eventually going to fall in. So, the first thing I'd suggest is if you go with a solid point, like say if you want to build away from your house towards my house sort of direction.
Chainmailed leggings. Protection 2. It's like I'm wearing some funky sort of.
They're not quite as good as your current armor, but they have a protection element is useful. So I need to. I need to stop being quite so slow on the uptake. Gone all the way to the top of my build without taking the required blocks to actually build anything.
There we go. Go away before I help you with my pointy thing.
So, now that you've basically decided where you want to put it, the building is going to be 7 blocks wide, and at least initially 14 blocks long.
Well, that's simple enough. Where my old building is, we can just reduce that to rubble if need be, or incorporate it into the building.
Well, the advantage of these is, as far as my release, the system should be stackable. So you can make one, and you can either make it longer or you can make it taller.
Okay. And hello, chicken nugget.
Hello. Oops, wrong block.
Right, so if I just drop that and that, there we go.
So yeah, when you have so you basically decide where you want to put the centre and almost the end of the building, then dig down 1 block and place your redstone cube.
What?
So you've got to bury a single redstone block level with the ground.
Let me just drop.
And then
Hey! What you doing? Why you attacked me? I did nothing to you. Bastard.
So the thing you probably want to do is from that redstone block, you probably want to dig a trench. 2 blocks in each direction.
Hold up, you are going way too fast for me because I just got distracted.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm trying to keep up with the stream, but I'm also obviously I can't, because it's the stream. I can't tell quite how far along you are, so it's.
I'm at least 6 months.
Yeah. So still a legal option in New York. Yeah. This is a much more pleasant way of doing this. Okay, so my new building has lots of windowsills in it, and it's easier to build windowsills just by holding down Shift and left or right, and just placing the blocks as I step across them.
Right.
So yeah. So let me know when you are.
Right. Okay. So.
Ready?
So the red block, is that meant to be?
That is a center point, and that is going to be a power, basically one of your power points in your build.
Right. Can I incorporate this building? And I'm not sure. I can't remember if I said hello, but
yeah.
hello again.
So just pick the go to almost one edge.
Oh, an edge.
Yeah. So it's your building is longer than it's wide, correct? It's not square, basically. Or is it square?
I don't know.
Well, either way,
It's the whole game is square.
Okay, so go to the. Okay, where your crafting table is at the moment, pop the crafting table out and replace it with a redstone block.
Okay. Dink. Right. Get rid of this stuff. Just gotta get in the way. For some strange and unusual reason, I really like that name, Chicken Nugget. Not for the fact that obviously Chicken Nugget, but just because, you know, it's just Chicken Nugget.
So now you want to. You don't have to dig them out, but it may make it easier for you to visualize things. Yeah, get rid of the bushes. So you want to dig out 3 blocks. So 1 to either side, and the middle one in a row towards you from that red block until you've got.
You say towards me, but I think I was somewhere else when you.
Okay, well. So you want to have 2 cobblestone blocks either side of the redstone block.
Okay.
And then you want to dig out everything in the middle of those. But basically you want to make a big rectangle.
Okay, so do I want to be keeping the blocks that are next to the redstone blocks, or
yes?
You know, right. Okay, so
keep the 2 next to it, but the others can go.
1, 2, 8.
And if you mess up, well, you know, they're blocks, you can just put them back.
Because I will more than likely mess up.
I messed up so many times doing mine. Because I kept forgetting how wide it needed to be. And I would be counting the interior as the exterior, and the inverse, which had the net effect of, whoops.
Right, so these 2 blocks, is it meant to be 2 blocks all around it?
Nope, just off the ends.
Right, so basically.
And you can get rid of the 3 middle blocks, but keep the outside row, so it's like a big U shape. That's 5 wide and 12 long is your objective.
5 wide and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna have to.
You may need to adjust it slightly, but
I'm gonna have to make put blocks back then.
yeah, so it's always easier to take the blocks out and put them back in than try and work out which ones you need to keep. In my experience.
I'm just gonna dig out all these blocks that are in the way for the moment.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Now I'd say coals. They can be any. It doesn't actually matter too much what the ground is, but for convenience, if you can tell which blocks are meant to be which, it's easier.
Well, I've got. Okay, well it's all cobblestone at the moment, besides that red block.
Sounds good.
You say it's meant to be 12 long, so from the red block.
From the red block, so 10 basically, so you could get 10 blocks in between the and when you get to the other end, you want to mirror it. So you've got a redstone, then the end bit, and then 10 in the middle, and then another bar with a redstone in the middle. Oops, I hit my mic, sorry.
8,
Because you want to make a big circle.
9, 10.
And this is going to be your collection system.
Right. Oh, just in time. Why did I go all the way? I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Right, so there. dun. Must use there. There we go. Yo. And yo. Okay, I need to drop you in there, and you're in there.
Braining.
Don't you dare do braining. Right, okay.
Cactus. Lots and lots of cactus.
So just dig the dirt out here. So it's not.
So you can leave the dirt around the outside.
Oh. Well, it didn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. Because you want it to be level with the floor for aesthetics. However, 2 of the blocks in that circle, I'd recommend at one end, but not right on the end. You want to dig those out.
Oh. I'm just gonna
Torches out.
That's the one.
Now, as you're in a vaguely safe place, and I am definitely in one, if you want to continue working through the night, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm just clearing out these couple of skeletons, and
Understandable.
okay, that just is going over there. Actually, let's kill it.
What do I need? So I need...
Eat it. Oh, there's a zombie over there. Come, Mr. Zombie. Let us dance, you and I. Die, 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 die. There we go. And then skeleton's gonna get an arrow. Oh, okay, or I will miss completely.
Always an option. So next step, if you're wanting to go into that, says the pick 2 blocks near an end, knock the blocks out, and then next to the gap put a chest that opens from the outside.
Wait, what do you mean by the shit? What happened to the chest that I made? So I made like a bunch of.
You made them into what's it called?
Oh, the hoppers.
Hoppers. Yeah.
So what you're saying is I was
Ones.
meant to, yeah, okay, right. So I will choppy this tree.
Chests are fortunately very easy to make.
Yep. Okay, I can make 3. I've made.
You only need 2, but
I have made 3.
understandable.
Right. Okay. When you say blocks to be removed, which blocks are we talking now? You know.
Okay, so
Let me get in position.
If you go to one of the ends,
I am looking at one of the ends.
okay. So from that end, come in 2 blocks from the on the outside.
So are we counting the? When you
So-
say 2 blocks, as in like 1, 2, and then the next one.
Can't see. Well, I can't. I'll
Yeah.
let you know in a second.
As you do that, I'm going to eat these berries.
Basically, don't cut out a corner block, but anything from the corner's fine. And it can be anywhere along the length, but you know, near one end is aesthetically better.
Ah, so aesthetically pleasing. So what? 1 on each
So-
side?
Nope. two next to each other, but before you knock them out, put the chest down so you can open it from the outside, next to the blocks.
What, 2 chests?
2 chests next to each other, so they make one big chest.
Right. So, okay, when you see the stream, I'll say like that.
Yep. Cool. Now knock out the 2 blocks behind that chest. I'll try and explain this better.
Okay, so there's a gap there. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, no.
Now you get your 2 hoppers that are loose.
Okay, 1 second. I put them in the box over here.
No
Did
worries.
I? No, I did not. Okay, I'll put those in there though. And you, and you, and you, and Drew, and Drew, and Drew. And then pistons and hoppers.
Hoppers are in your
Oh,
inventory.
there they are.
So you want to put those. So you want to go inside the loop now, and crouch, and place the hoppers against the back of the chest, so it feeds into it. If you've come across that as a thing yet.
Okay, I've done something. You can tell me if that's right or wrong.
I can't tell. So drop something into them, into each of them, just anything at all. Press Q, or just put it, open up the hopper and put something in it.
Yep.
And if it leaves the hopper, that means it works.
Well, they're not there anymore. Hey, they're in the chest.
Cool, that means they works.
Yay!
Okay, so next up, you want to get your rails.
Rails go around this.
Yep, rails go all around the top, with your 6 powered rails having 3 at each end.
Bollocks, I forgot the powered ones.
Don't worry. There's...
I have enough. I have plenty.
Yep.
I do believe it was 64 I had, or more.
The number is not too important, but as long as you have some.
Ah, there we go. I'll bring the 14 with me. I just want to put that there to be cooked. Powder rails. So can this be made like, you know, longer?
Yep. You can make it longer, but if you make it longer after a while, you will need more observers.
Right. So, okay, so what? Does one of the powered rails go on the actual red block?
Yep, so put 3 on each of the ends. So both the long edges are completely regular rail, and both the short edges, the inside of the short edges, is what's it called? The thing.
But I take it. Do I put the rail going over the
Over the red
hoppers?
block, because that will power it. And as you have large amounts of redstone, it's just easier. You need to press shift to get the hoppers to place on the the rail to place on the hoppers. But otherwise it'll just, you know, open the hopper up.
Okay, I'm pressing shift and it opens up as well. So I'm thinking.
Okay, so you need to shift and look at the hopper while holding the rail.
So crouching.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Crouching.
Yeah. I
Well, whatever you've got on there. I have not played Space Engineers Beachin. So you should be able to place the rails. There you go. Now with your minecart, you can give it a push and it'll just keep going. But before you put it down, you need to combine the minecart with your remaining hopper. That means that anything dropped will be collected and then put into that chest. I hope I'm explaining this adequately.
Yep. Oh, so you hit me and then you turn around as if like, oh, it wasn't me, sort of thing. Go fuck yourself.
Was me.
Right. damn it!
Oh dear.
I had my shield up and everything, and it still just went beep pink.
Ooh.
Yeah, gotta get it now, Skellington. I am going to beat you to death with my paw. Where are you? Where's it gone? Son of a leech. Okay, I have the hopper in the thing.
You hop in the minecart. Now you can set the minecart going.
I'm on fire!
Believe
I'm on
it's
fire! I'm on 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 fire!
becoming water. Becoming water.
Ah! I have become Bruce Lee. Okay, right, okay, yep.
Okay, so your minecart should be able to roam freely now.
It's just going around.
Yep. So that's the first, I guess, bigger part of that.
How?
Done.
Okay, how is it you've not gone and done? Ooh, I'm going to make a massive track. Yeah, try and do like a train track of some form. How have you not done this yet?
Well, Nullus has sort of done that between his house, most of the way to Penny's house, and my big village. It's quite dull, and the way I do it is very tedious, so I've been trying to get mending, so I can just fix my tools as I go. Now I have mending, but I don't really go back to the hub very often, which is where I would build the first railway line to.
Right, okay, so, okay, I've got the Scalextric set now.
Okay. Now, above that, you probably want to just fill in the middle of it with dirt, just for convenience. And the outside of it with dirt, to be honest, as well. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to log out briefly. And I'd say if you want to, just be careful not to break too much. What you want to do is set up a row of dirt above all of the railway track in a floating donut, and then you need to make a pond in the middle. Does that make any sense?
So go around the. So I'm guessing go around the outside of the track and make.
So if you shift and click on the rail with dirt, it should place a block above the rails.
Gotcha.
Does that work? Because I'm not actually sure if that works.
I don't know yet. I am. Because I've just noticed that.
Because I'm going to need to go for a minute, but I want to leave you with something to keep going with, sort of thing. So I don't want to be like, and I've got to go for a bit.
Alright, well, how long are you going to go for?
I'm not sure. But reasons.
Ah, okay. So, crouch and... Aha! Pew, 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 pew. Not too many, but never mind. Never mind. Right. Okay, so I need more dirt. Where am I going to get more dirt from? Oh yeah, everywhere. Alright, so I'm guessing I'm meant to make this thing too high, but obviously the outside of it too high, but have like one layer on the, you know, so then water. Right. Okay. There we go. That should be enough dirt, I would assume. that, so then I can do this. Right. If anybody knows what he was talking about, you know, on how to do this, and I'm doing this wrong, then just say so, please. But, you know, bearing in mind, I will be taking your word for it because, you know, I am known to be quite, people say gullible, but I like to think is, you know, trusting is the better word. Okay, get some more dirt. Okay, I know there's some water nearby, so I'm going to collect some water. We got the buckets. We got the buckets. No, I do not have the buckets, so I can't collect the water. For I have no buckets. I would take the water from me, that thing there, but that's effort. Okay, so there we go. So I don't need this, or that, or that, or that, or that. Then all that. Okay. There's a sea over there. I'll go to the sea. Or I'll just take from this little pond. Goldfinger. Why I just said that, I don't know. But, you know, sorry. Won't be the first or the last time I say something that's just really weird and random. Right. What did you miss? Well, I've been blown up a couple of times and I have been set on fire. And currently right now I am trying to make something with Skog's help, but Skog's had to disappear for a while. I'm not sure how long. So I am literally guessing as to, you know, if this was what he was, you know, was suggesting. Not a pool. It's gonna be for that stuff over there. It's gonna be like an automated sort of thing. Get some more water.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, so you got your water tank. How deep is that tank?
Just a block.
Okay, could you jump off the side again? Sorry, so I can have a look.
Oh, yeah, I made
Feel it may be too tall. I'm not sure.
Well, it's one block layer, you know, like for the actual bottom of it, and then the edges.
Okay, so what you want to do is drop all of that down a layer. So I didn't explain it very well, sorry.
Yeah,
So-
how do I make this all down a layer?
So,
Because-
you know where you've got the gap? Fill that gap in with dirt,
Right.
and then dig out the current layer of the bottom of the pond.
But how's the track going to get working then?
The track still works, but the track can only reach one block up. It does work. I'm just explaining it badly, I'm afraid.
Right. So basically, the tank, is it meant to fit on top of the track or around it?
The base of the tank is the same block height as the track. If that makes sense. So basically, if you fill in the dirt in the middle,
Okay.
obviously the stream is a bit delayed, so I'm not sure how far you're getting with everything. So I'm sorry if I'm sounding slow. So you just fill it in from the side, basically.
Mm-hmm. It's okay about sounding slow. You got to remember who you're talking to here.
Yeah, so once you've
you're
got that,
you're kind of going fast for me right now with this sort of thing. It's like, you know, do this and it's like,
yeah, sorry,
Right. So,
I know what I mean, and I'm just not necessarily very good at explaining what I mean.
it's okay.
This knife should be back for a while. All going well. But, something I needed to go and deal with. Brain.
Brain lie. Right. Okay. So and now.
I need to get the water out of it, annoyingly. Because you can't drop water down, because that's not how water works in Minecraft.
Damn you, Minecraft. Right, let's make a couple of the older spades. Actually, no, I'll put you there for the moment. That's an Enderman over there. Hello! So, 2 buckets of water, and then
Don't know if buckets of water will help. Because it'll just take all things. So if you put a line of blocks down the middle of the tank, in fact stone is better for this.
right down the middle of the tank.
Yes. Well, at the tank at the level the water currently is, sort of thing. So your top layer of blocks. Is that right?
Oh,
Actually, no. Tell you what, just knock. Okay, yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself. If you just knock off the entire top layer and get rid of the water, but if you put a layer of blocks down the middle, it'll stop the water filling itself back in. Also, I'm guessing you know about you can get rid of water by putting it into more water. Cool. Say, tell me if I'm going too fast, because I'm trying to explain something I have seen twice and made once.
right. So at this moment in time, I've got water going everywhere.
That's going to knock all your rails off if it hits them, so...
Oh, well, it's not going to hit the rails because it's...
Well, hopefully anyway. Okay,
Hey,
so...
to be fair though, it makes a nice little
It's-
feature, doesn't it?
It does, but you're still going to have to put a layer of blocks down the middle to get rid of the water.
Hey, where's my shield gone? There it is. Eat shit, asshole. Right.
I'm gonna lay in a bed just to make my counter reset. What do I need to do? I need to brain. Braining important.
Not that important.
That one. That one. So I might recommend some YouTubers to you, Discanal, that might help with your creative ideas.
Creative ideas, me?
They're generally better at explaining them than I am.
I don't.
Because I see how it works and can understand it that way, but I'm very bad at necessarily explaining why that works.
Have you thought? I know it sounds, like it's a really daft but novel idea. I don't know what you're actually doing at the moment. Like on your side, but maybe.
I'm trundling around on my roof.
Well, I was just thinking maybe you could turn around here.
I could come and help show you. That is a viable option.
Okay.
That's just. I don't need to wait for cactus to grow, so yeah, I could come and help, but I'm trying to explain it to you so you understand why it works, because that's more beneficial to you.
Yes. I need food and.
It's a good plan. I have a beef farm for that. It's a good thing.
I should have a beef farm, but for some reason I've just not really
gotten around to it.
Yeah, I've got some moves, and some piggies, but not many.
It's all good. I need a lot of sand for this project, I've realised.
Well, if you come give me a hand to get this going, then I can come give you a hand, by digging lots and lots of sand.
Yeah. I've got quite a lot of sand. It's just getting it, cooking it. So my shovel is quite worn out. So I've been making an XP farm to make that easier. And yeah.
Okay. So let's just put this stuff in here for now.
Yes, I can come and help. Might as well. Yeah. I need to deal with some problematic neighbours first.
If I could just drop those in there. Not you. There. Okay. I take it pufferfish you don't eat.
Nope.
What are they
They
called?
technically are food, but they are also poison.
Yeah, I know of the pufferfish, but is there a point? Is there a point to it in game?
You use them for underwater breathing potions. Because obviously, pufferfish.
Yep. Okay, I might have to help some more chicken. Do I have any food in here? I really need to organise my boxes a lot better. It's just I get so caught up doing different things, and it's like.
Don't worry.
Indeed.
Because you can get villagers that you can just buy food from.
Yes, I have. I have one. There's a raw chicken there, which doesn't have anything to cook it with. That doesn't have anything in there.
So, as I'm sure it's very relevant to you, but my mill is currently 4 stories tall, and I might need to give it a basement.
Okay.
Well, I need a hopper system to feed into other things.
Yes. Use the bowl to cook the raw chicken. But clearly the bowl wasn't enough, so let's stick some ladders in there because I don't need them. Not hard to actually replace.
Yeah.
Yay! Chicky chick 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 chicken. Nummy num 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 num. Okay, put those in there. Okay, I need to help some chickens out. Is there any? Yeah, there's one. There we go. I helped that one out. I've got a feeling that. Ah, there's why. There.
Okay. So I'm going to try and be more productively descriptive this time. Because basically, now you've got a collection system, you need to make a sugarcane farm on top of it. So the sugarcane grows above the rails. If you are following the logic.
I do be following that your train of thought there, sir.
Good.
I'm just.
Making progress on the getting good at explaining front. It's your water not being flat. Yeah, water doesn't go flat if it's got blocks underneath it sometimes.
Oh, it's not that, it's the sugar canes. Every time I try to put water down, and it's because of the sugar canes at all. God damn it. Go, oh, and there.
So in theory, though, you'll be able to get rid of all of these sugar canes, potentially at least, once it's completed. So I can help you out with that when you are ready to return to it. And I have gotten my braining hat on.
Okay,
It's like a thinking cap, but for me.
what's a thinking cap?
Have you not come across the term?
I have no idea what this thinking is.
It might be a local thing now.
Yeah, I have no idea what this thinking is that you're talking of.
Yeah.
I've put these blocks in, like you said, down the middle, and the water's still.
Yep. Okay, so with the blocks down the middle, though, you can start taking out the sides. What you can do is you just
seen it
So-
in the stream, haven't you?
Yep, so just pick the bucket, scoop up the water from the ends and work until there's none left. And it shouldn't be able to respawn the water. And just empty the water back into the water when you're done. If you understand me. A bit like you were doing with filling up your pond. So start right at the end, because if you start in the middle, it won't work. There you go, that's one. And just go all the way along. No, no. You're trying to get rid of the water disk now.
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. So just do that down both sides. And fill up the tank underneath. If you want to, as you go. Not sure how it's generated those additional blocks there.
I think it's got a lot to do with the lag, and obviously,
if you try and get the ones off the brick edge first, because the other ones you can just. Because if you need to, just put blocks over it, and that gets rid of the water. Because that block on your right, because like on your right is a spawn block, so it's going to keep refilling. There you go. Yeah, you go. Obviously, yeah, the stream's behind, so it sounds like I'm talking out my ass.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so that level is done. I need 2. Right, do you have panes of glass or blocks of glass?
I have 30 panes of red glass.
Ah, that's very convenient. I need 2.
Okay.
So I will come and...
Like I say, they're in the...
Yep, I'm going to come and run over to alleviate you of them. Potentially bringing some gifts at the same time.
Okay.
But, yeah, my unclear instructions have delayed things somewhat. So if you now keep the centre line of blocks, but get rid of the outer 2. I think. Actually, no. You can keep all of them. Brain. So basically, you need to have the water tank, but behind the water tank, it doesn't matter what kind of block it is. You might as well do a nice block. Then your very centre line can be dirt, but the line above is better to be wood or stone.
Huh?
The delay is not helping the helping. So, okay, where you've just put that line of stone in, that doesn't matter what material that is.
Okay, wait, I've got the stone. Yeah,
That's fine. So, you need to make the little water trench on each side, then you can plant your sugarcane on the dirt. And that'll start growing.
Right. So then I go to what was recently the new sugarcane field, and I'll remove some water from there, so then that can be used.
Well, you can use the water from the other side.
Yeah, I seem to be, it seems to be cocking up.
Fair enough. You do the way that, Minecraft water works, where if you put a block, a gap, it'll fill in the gap. Yep. So once you've got the water done, you can put your sugarcane down. And then you need to cover over the water with it's going to be a visible material. So I'd suggest stone or potentially wood or something fancier, potentially terracotta maybe, if you have any. No, feeling extravagant. I use stone on mine. Mine's just a huge stone monstrosity.
So literally just put a cover over the water, so the water's
just over the water. Well, actually, yeah, over the water. It needs to be the facing side, but inside you could just do dirt.
Well, I tell you what.
You can come over the ends. I am most of the way there now. I like the big straight roads because I can just press Control W.
Why? What does that do?
Runs forwards.
So there's an auto run.
Not really auto run. I'm still holding it down, but not the ends, just the sides.
Oh, not the ends.
Yeah.
Is there a reasoning to that?
Well, you won't be able to get the pistons to knock the ends over.
Right.
I'm nearly there.
Okay.
I'll come and try and be more useful when I can see. Yep. Brought enough chicken to keep me going, so I should be okay. And I've always got the fire bow if not.
I happen to have the odd chicken, roaming.
Yep. Now, the other thing I probably should have mentioned was the dirt layer at the very bottom could probably have been an aesthetic thing, but you can, within reason, adjust that later. So, back up top side, I've got some of your stone bricks. If I do one side with the stone bricks I've picked up, all that. If you do the other side.
Righto.
So you mean about that? So then you can fill in this part with dirt, anything really.
Right.
You could leave it as a cavity, but I prefer not to leave cavities in structures.
I might put flowers in it just to make
you won't be able to. So now, another layer of stone. And I'm going to use my Silk Touch pickaxe to get rid of this glass.
Doesn't matter about that.
Well, I need glass, so...
Okay. Alright, so... Like so?
Yep. Okay, so next up, you want to go and carefully stand in the sugarcane.
Okay.
And while looking at those blocks, place the pistons. Whoops. So if you want to stand in the very centre of the block, there you go. Just keep going all the way along. And around the other side. Yep.
And I have the one spare.
Yep, because you made 21.
Mm-hmm.
So, next up.
But if these are going to push the stuff, the track is below this dirt, so how's it going to get picked up?
Okay, right, you know how there's... right, see wait, okay, I'll drop one here. Okay, now wait for the minecart to go around.
Oh, it just sucks it up.
Yep, the hopper, the collection system is very useful for that. So next up, now this is the bit that's going to hurt me. This is a 10 long system. So place just off center, because I didn't make an odd number, because I'm terrible. Your observer. It might be a bit difficult, but if you place the observer basically where that block is.
What, literally on top, up on top of it?
Yep. I'll put a block down that might help. Now I can't remember if observer's placed facing you or opposing you.
I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that so I can do that.
Yep.
Right, so are we talking like so?
So here, so it faces. Okay, so it places away from where you're looking. So you want to stand in the middle and place it so it looks outwards. Okay, you need to be looking not that way. So you want to place it looking at the front edge of the block, I think. Hey, there you go. That's working. So now you place the other one. I would request you place it on this block here. That one. Because then it's rotationally symmetrical. Okay, next up, that redstone dust. Place redstone dust all the way from this block, all the way to this block.
Okay, I'll go get it.
So you should need 10. Which is...
I've got 5 blocks.
Okay, so you don't need blocks, you just need the dust.
It doesn't matter. I've been collecting a shit ton. So does it matter?
Yes, you need to use the dust, as the blocks will constantly be powered, which will just mean that the stuff won't grow. Whereas the dust will act like wiring and will pulse.
Right. Okay. So all along the middle.
All along the middle, as the stone bricks are conductive.
There we go.
Okay, now if we test it... There you go.
Holy crap.
Yep. And that is as simple as it is. The actual structure is the awkward bit to build. So now, you can leave it like that. Or you can... tiny one. So now, the only thing is, when the sugarcane gets knocked off, I will try and demo it.
You can stack the sugarcane on top of each other.
You can.
I have some, so extra. So what I'll do is,
I've got a bit myself.
there we go.
Okay, now see, now the sugarcane has gone on the floor. That's not useful, because sugarcane on the floor can't be collected.
Right. So basically, put like a wall up.
Yep, now most people use glass. So you can see in, doesn't need to be glass. Basically, as long as it stops the sugarcane falling out.
Okay.
This is the very, like, bare bones version of this.
Right, so I'm okay. There you go, people. I hope you've all watched and learnt that, and understood it. For those of you who are going to be,
Yep.
playing
Now,
this game.
so what you can do if you want to expand it is very simple. You make the track longer. And I think it's every 15 blocks. Potentially, for every 15 blocks, you need one observer. Because the signal is only so strong.
Yeah, well, obviously, if I just keep it as like 10 long sort of thing.
And the other thing that you need to do is, if you are going to build around it, you need half blocks over your chest so you can still open it. But it means the things can't get into your minecart track and stop the minecart.
When you say things, you mean as in like the zombies in the...
Zombies, all that kind of stuff, yeah. So you can fill all the bottom of this in with dirt, and then do as you will with the top. But as I say, anything that doesn't end up on that dirt will be lost. It also means that anything that ends up on the top can be lost. So you probably want to use some facing blocks. And I've seen people use, well, the original of this in the build video I saw was glowstone along the top, but that looks untidy to my mind.
Right, so I build this what I've just put down. Do I build that up then?
You can if you want to, it's entirely your choice on the matter.
Okay. What are you doing up there now?
Putting a block up so when it grows it won't get stuck on the top. So it'll take a little bit once you've planted it for it to grow, but once it does, it'll do that. Also, say the build video I saw and the one I built, it has glass around the bottom so you can see the minecart, but that's obviously up to you.
Yeah, well, obviously if it comes to it I can just knock these blocks out and...
Yep. And the minecart will then collect them. So yeah, not very exciting, I'm afraid, but very utilitarian and functional. So you can make this longer. In theory, you could stack multiple of these on top of each other. You just need a system to let the hoppers feed into the bottom one.
Mm-hmm. I need to get some more blocks. Got some more there.
Yeah, so you can make this hundreds of blocks long if you wanted to. But you might need powered rails every now and again just to keep the cart moving.
That would seem a bit OTT to be fair, so...
Well, yeah, but depends how much paper you want. Also, the other thing to remember is if you do make it much bigger, it's only got 2 hoppers to drop off at. So if it's picking up a lot, you might need to put more hoppers in, so it's got more places to drop it off. Because it only drops 1 every pass into each hopper. So if you wanted, and you had a lot of iron, you wouldn't even need the minecart. You could just put a hopper under every single block of dirt, and it just continuously feeds it then into your chest. Which might be easier, but, you know, I like minecarts. I'm not sure, thinking about it though, if the minecart makes the game slower or not. But it's only 1 minecart, so yeah. It is up to you.
I just thought I don't need to do the these side bits, do I? These ends?
Not really, because as long as there's a space and it can fall onto dirt, the dirt will then be picked up by the minecart. I would say have at least some of a window on the front, potentially in front of the observer. I've got some glass. I can't reach. Could you put a block down where you're standing on the above the other stone block? There you go. Then you can see when it's going to trigger.
It gets triggered.
Also, if you don't want mobs to spawn on the top of it, use blocks. Sorry, half blocks.
Well, I got those. I got something for that. But I'm guessing it's like any kind of light source.
Any kind of light, yeah. Just put some torches, or just use half blocks. They can't. So yeah, this isn't going to be massively efficient, but if you're doing other stuff around the house, as long as it's nearby, you'll get a constant. You know, I think it's every 5 or 10 minutes. It should give you another 20-ish.
Yeah,
optimally.
I'll just.
The minimum it can give you, if it triggers, is... Well, the minimum it can give you is 2. But yeah, so do you, I'm guessing, understand how it works and everything?
I can copy it.
Okay. So it's the observer sees the block change because the plant grows. The observer activates the piston knocks over the plants. Repeat. You can do the same with, technically with other crops, but it's like bamboo. If you wanted to grow an absolute crap ton of bamboo, you could do that. I believe you'd said you had some glass.
Yeah, it's in the box outside.
Ah. I remember you saying now. So yeah, I have attempted to be helpful.
And you have?
Yep. There's other farms you can make. As I say, you've got one just over the hill for cactus.
I don't bother with cactus because I have no idea what they're for.
Well, cactus is something that it keeps growing. It doesn't need any input to make it grow, and as a result of it growing, you can make dye. And if you combine it with bamboo, if you can get loads of bamboo and loads of cactus together, you use the cactus. No, you use the bamboo to cook the cactus, which basically makes you an XP farm.
Okay.
So if you want XP, you can get as much as you like that way. Because sometimes you need XP in a hurry. Like, if, say, you've just dug up an entire mountain without really realising it, and your shovel has a waffer of health left, and it's mending. Because I could, very simply, make a new shovel. But, you know, boring. Ah, I see what you have done there.
Yep, I have done the glowstone lanterns.
Fancy. You only need to power those. Now what you could do, if you wanted it to be a bit fancy, is if you dig up the glowstone lanterns and put them a block lower. Because then, when the observer goes off, the light will flash. However, I'm not sure if the other thing you can do, which is if you've got glass, I think it's 3 nether quartz, and I think some redstone, is you can make a light detector. You can put that on the roof, so the lights come on during the night. And I don't think that would affect the other side of the circuit. Because I think the lamp is only an output, it's not an input, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, though. Because I know that I made a before these really nice little lanterns came out, I used redstone lamps for street lighting, and they all came on at night. And you could be walking down the road, and as night falls, all the lights come on. It's cute.
Sounds lovely.
It really was. It's just finding enough nether quartz was the issue. Also, I was near my house. I was meant to pick up sand. Oh well. Let's wear out the shovel some more.
Right, let's get some more stone.
So, I hope that was at least slightly beneficial to the redstone learning.
So basically, redstone is the circuit board, etc., etc.
Yeah. Redstone is the wire.
Yeah.
You've got comparators, which are like a machine counter. And the more things it counts, the stronger the signal is. And there's repeaters, which are just a signal booster. So say you have a comparator with one item it's reading. That's going to give you a redstone signal of 1 block length. Which is fine if you want to, say, power a very simple system. But if you put a comparator and then a repeater, it'll boost whatever signal it gives you up to the maximum. And then you can have it go a lot further. That's what I use for chicken cannons. And if you want, if you've got some more bits of... I think you need nether quartz for that as well. I can try and show you next time we're on how to make a chicken cannon. So all those eggs, rather than you having to throw them, they will throw themselves with, you know, once they're put in a thing.
When you said chicken cannon, you sort of sold me on that.
The other thing you can do with a chicken cannon is, if you're a terrible person, is you can set it up with a lava trap, so that when the chickens get to a certain size, you can cook them.
That sounds interesting.
And I think I can remember how to do that, but I can check.
Would it have
If
anything
not, I'll
to
send
do?
you a video at least of how to do it, and then
have
you
anything to
can.
do with magma blocks by any chance?
I think you can do it with magma blocks. I don't know if magma blocks cook them, but I know if you do it with lava, it cooks them.
I have lava as well.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll send you the video after the stream, so you can have a look at it, and then you can make yourself a nice little automated chicken foundry. All you need to do is, well, you don't even need to feed the chickens really, but it helps.
Moo indeed there, sir. Moo indeed. I really need to separate the cows and the pigs so then I can start feeding them properly and then so I can get a steady thingy of food.
Understandable. Just trying to think anything else that I can suggest. No. But yeah, no, I'd say all you need to do is obviously go and check on it occasionally and check, the chest. As all of the delicious, delicious sugar cane will end up in the chest. You will have to obviously turn it yourself into paper.
Mm-hmm.
But it does mean if you're, pottering around the house, you can constantly be getting XP. Not XP, sugar cane. Mine wants to get XP. For context with my one is a similar system, except instead of using redstone for convenience, I use the game engine's system of cactuses grow. Cactuses then cut themselves down. Cactuses are then cooked with wood. Other materials are available. I could do a big bamboo farm if I could be bothered, but I really can't. I could do a bamboo farm, but it would be... I need to get around to trying to build a flying machine. I've seen them working, and they are lag intensified. They're basically like lag in human form.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't seem very polite to everyone else. So instead, I can just cut down trees. The trees go into the furnaces. I then cook the cactus. Any cactus that is not cooked is turned into bone meal because I need a lot of bone meal. I think it's 3 bones worth of bone meal to make a bone meal block.
I have no idea. Right, it's like this. Just gonna stick some.
So that's the red floor. That's all behaving as it should.
There we go. Got plenty of other candles and stuff around it, so
Yep. It doesn't need light to grow, so it's just the light to keep the zombies away.
yeah.
It's very strange playing this game after having played 7 Days to Die. And it's made my 7 Days to Die a lot worse. Because I put candles everywhere in Minecraft to keep the zombies away. It attracts zombies in 7 Days to Die.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't, suboptimal. Right, so I was at 15 and a bit levels. I'm now at 16 and a bit more levels from a stack of cactus dye. I might get around to eventually just burning the cactus dye, who knows. Alright, it is night time. I'm going to lie down in my bed.
Okay, I will be joining.
If you want to do the same,
I will.
otherwise I'll just get up again.
I'm just literally cooking this chicken and then
Oh, you have a lot of nether quartz. Nice. You could make some solar panels. Sure, if it's a glass block, wood blocks or wood plates.
Well, either way, I can get.
Solar panels are free glass, free splat slabs, free nether quartz. Nice and simple.
Okay, I am lying down on the bed.
Awesome. So I think what I might start doing is try and, I guess, if I'm streaming with you guys, try and do relatively, fun and or useful projects to, inspire you.
Inspire me?
Something like that.
Who says I need what are these bricks for?
Which bricks?
It just says brick. It looks like...
Is it like... Does it look like a brick?
Yes.
Okay. Those are bricks. You can use them to make brick walls and like brick blocks type of thing.
Okay. So...
Because, well, they're bricks.
Yep. I was not sure, I've got nether brick as well and some nether axe.
Nether brick can be used to make nether blocks.
And what do the nether blocks do?
Same as everything else. They're blocks.
Oh. I thought you were going to say they burn.
No. Netherrack, though, you can just set fire to it and it'll keep burning. Although technically most ground will keep burning, I think. But it'll burn without being burned up.
Meow indeed there, sir. Meow indeed.
So I need to probably remember what I'm doing. So I need to count how many red blocks do I need. So I've got... I need 17. 17 is a very, very inconvenient number. Because 17 is one more than 2 stacks of dyed. Wunderbar.
Wow.
Yeah, you have a cat, I see. Or hear.
Yep, I have a tamed cat.
Ah.
I think I've got another one somewhere as well. Who's a good boy, eh? Who's a good boy, eh? Okay, my doggy Trouble, she was a girl, but but I'm calling you a boy because, yeah, you're not even the same colour.
They're all agender, so...
Not the same colour either, so, not to sound racist or anything.
I mean, all of Ash's dogs in this game are named after her actual dogs. And nut milk. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So, if you felt like a trip out before you presumably will be ending your stream soon,
I will be ending soon, yes.
you could come and visit my mill.
I will more than likely do that, sir. I am just... For some reason I'm looking in my boxes as if like I am looking for something and I don't know what it is. Did you eat one of my rabbit stews?
No?
Ah, there it is.
So anyway.
Okay, it's okay. Found it. Yes, okay.
So I need to remember that to keep... for whatever reason, I have my Silk Touch pickaxe is called Gillette. I was going to call it Venus, but I forgot, to be honest.
Do you know what? I'm just going to shove everything that I don't want in there because reasons.
Understandable. So, chest, hopper, output.
Rabbit stew, yes indeed, sir. Yes indeed. I traded a person, one of my villagers, for some stew. Because reasons and things and duties.
So chest, hopper, thing, another hopper. Damn. Right,
okay.
so I need to make...
So, roughly where is your mill?
It is in Varangia. I would advise bringing a horse.
I was planning on bringing a horse. I'm just not sure which one I want to bring. Right, well,
Oh, you have many horses to choose from.
I have
So
4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 5 now in here. Why have I got 6? Obviously, the skeleton horse I put in there. I've got
you could bring the
6.
skeleton horse if you wanted. They're not bad.
Well, it's not that. I was just thinking more of like, where did the 5th one come from? Okay, I am on skeleton horsey and jump. There we go.
It's still a bit of a work in progress, but I'm getting there, and it'll hopefully be ready by the time you arrive.
Cool.
You'll be able to see all the weird bullshit I've built while I've been.
And hello, Gem. Welcome to the stream that is going to be ending in about probably 20 minutes ish. Right. These skeleton horses don't have much health, do they?
No, but they're free and relatively disposable.
Okay. Well, it is now 10 past the midnight here, so. Okay, I'm at the
Iron Farm?
yes.
Keep on going.
Keep on going. Na, 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 na. Okay, so you managed to get some flowers there. Nice. How are you anyway, Gem? Cross 2 little bridges. I'm guessing I will know it as soon as I see it.
Yes, it's my usual understated affair.
Ah, I see a horsey up there. Oh, that's nice. Is it okay? I see. Is it Varangia? You said it's called.
Yep.
I see you. Did you put some extra buildings in that village?
Just a few. So if you can probably I can see it at the back. So if you go around the village, I'm outside.
Okay, I see the nether portal, the very large nether portal.
Yes, that's another part of my farm.
Is that for the pigmen?
Yes. The big men occasionally wander through. I kill them. Nice and simple. Way of slowly acquiring gold. Eventually I'll get enough obsidian to make multiple of the nether portal deep. At which point I can amplify the effects. One of my villagers has gone out. How?
The bastard.
Who? Which one are you? Who are you? Flame. Don't know how you got out, but I don't really care.
Okay, I've gone over. Okay, I'm at your tracks now.
How far around the village have you gone?
I've gone round the left side, past the portal.
Okay, you went all the way around. Okay, you see the massive stone building back towards the village?
I see you. I see you in the distance.
Okay. As I say, when I said the village, I didn't, I meant the village.
Okay.
So yeah, this is I got a bit productive today.
And what sort of mill is this going to be?
Well, I'll show you. If you if you want to put your horse in the little paddock by the Nether portal, it should be fine. If it wanders in, you're gonna have to walk home. But
Stay. Stay. It just nodded to me. It's gonna stay. Okay.
So this side has been prepared. So it's very simple: hopper, splitting chest, forge, and a compost bin. So while there's fuel, it'll make dye, which I can take out the forge.
You got a villager here.
Yeah, take it out.
It's a one of your good favourite ones as well.
Yeah, they don't do anything though. So these levers are used to turn the outputs on and off. Because if you want to get XP, you need something in the thing to take the XP from. But otherwise, you can just leave them turned on. This side will be the same, but I have not finished it yet. So going upstairs, as you already have. So the first room is the tanks. So everything that drops down from above is funneled into the hoppers. And it's a slightly awkward arrangement because the room's a bit too big.
Is the water meant to be like that?
Yep. It all slopes down to the very centre. I will attempt to demonstrate this shortly. However, if you want to follow me upstairs, there's the green floor and the red floor, and then there's the top floor, which will be the blue floor.
Green floor for the green things.
It's the same all the way up. It's just
the red floor for the green things as well.
I had a lot of glass I wanted to use up, to be honest. So every time one of these grows, the glass rods cause it to pop off. So if you go and stand down in the wet room.
Wait, how the wet what?
Well, okay, on the clear glass floor.
So the ground floor.
Not the ground floor, this floor.
Right, okay.
So it might be a little while. I can actually just go and motivate, actually. Saying the word actually too many times. 2 points. Okay, so if you want to wait...
I am waiting. I'm watching.
Trying to move into my mill. Okay, I'm going to pop upstairs.
Oh, I just saw one. I just saw one.
Cool.
One just dropped off and went down into the water and it just got sucked away. Oh, I think that was two. There's another one.
Yep.
Ooh, fancy stuff. So what happens with the water though? Doesn't the water go down?
It's the water can't go into the hopper.
Ah, so the water
Which
just...
side are you looking?
I am looking on the left side.
Oh, another one went.
Yeah. Oh, that's no. There we go.
I dropped a couple just in case.
Ah, okay.
Needed motivation.
So how does the glass drop the cacti?
Okay, so the easiest way of doing it is cactus won't grow next to another block. It will try to and break. And glass is a convenient way of doing it because it doesn't take up much space and it's vaguely see-through when it's not there.
Uh-huh.
You could do it with any block, but glass looks nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's best not to think about it.
So basically, this drops. And so how does it just when you say it separates them into? It's literally just like one will go into the forge and one will go into the composter.
Yep. In potentially at least equal units. So you notice there is Now, hopefully this will work. Okay, so with the lever thrown,
Mm-hmm.
the green dye builds up in there. Now, if you're looking in the forge,
Mm-hmm.
should drop out again. Because what the forgers do is all the XP from a forge builds up. I did not know this. So what you can do is you can turn off the output on it. And the next one that comes through, I'll let you know how much XP it gives me.
And step back so that you get it. That sounds like a lot.
It wasn't very much, but it is only green dye. Yeah, I'm going to do the same over this side. And it's nice and simple. Fully automatic. And it also means that I can turn off, I think at least, the feeding hoppers. But obviously, the plan is to keep building this building higher and higher, so there's a constant stream of cactus.
I'm not sure if anybody's ever said this to you, but you have way too much time on your hands.
Oh, I do. This is why I build the XP mill.
See, I have a lot of time on my hands, but not to this extent.
Well, you know what I say to that?
There's a pigman,
Off you go then.
and my horse is gone.
Your horse has most likely walked into the Nether.
Oh, and there's that's it. That's it. Okay, there's a boomer here. Where are you going? See, no.
Try not to let it explode. That was a lot of glass.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it so. Where'd it go? The boomer's gone around. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Missed. It did. Ah, you finished one. Oh, he's dropped a gold nugget.
Yep. That's why it's a gold farm.
So,
You get to farm the gold.
so is it a reason this thing is
Massive.
yeah.
So apparently, pigmen come through based on the amount of portal. So the more portal you have, the higher the chance. So I've built a 10 by 11 portal. Okay, it's nice and symmetrical.
I'm guessing, have you played World of Warcraft?
No.
Ah, okay, because this reminds me of the doorway to Outland. Is it Outland or Outworld?
Either way, I've also put purple glass behind it, so when it's turned off, or if
Okay.
I break it by mistake,
How do you turn it off?
you know, something causes the fire to go out. Yeah, in theory, as long as you can supply it with fuel, this is a continuous supply.
It's daft question.
Hmm.
The pistons,
Yes.
can they, kind of like can you have them so they face each other and then sort of like say maybe like
Yes. I
you know,
think that is possible.
a pigman comes out and triggers your the observer, and then the pistons just go ooh quick and then go and squash it to death.
It would be difficult with the size it is. It would be much easier to make it a completely stone floor and have droppers. For lava or something, but I find the amount you get it's easy just to manually kill them. The other thing you can do is I build a water trough that catches them in its path, and then you drop them 30 blocks. Because 30 blocks is fatal, you then pick up the chunks at the bottom. So I could have a... I need to make it wider. But I could knock out this centre block here, have it go down 30 blocks, and have 2 water feed systems that come just to the edge. The pigmen trundle out, fall in the water, fall down here, and then off to oblivion they go.
That seems like a lot of effort to collect it, though.
Well, no, you just you have a hopper at the bottom and a chest. And as long as they're dying, also I think if you make it 29 or 23 blocks drop, that's not fatal. But if you make it 24, it is fatal. So what you can do is you can get a gate or a trapdoor, so they fall into the trapdoor and they don't die, but they're nearly dead, and then you kill them with a sword or anything else. This was explained to me by someone else, and I have yet to get around to trying it. Because you know the little spawn cages you can get?
Yeah, I've seen them.
In like caves. You can make that kind of system around one of those, so the things spawn, drop into the water, drop down a 30 block pit, and you go and collect the pieces. But the best thing to do with that is to use soul sand, have it so they get pushed upwards 30 blocks first, and then so they come straight down again 30 blocks.
Wow.
Because then you can look at the spawner, which causes it to activate, and then collect the chunks.
You're missing 2 pieces.
I am. There were some creepers.
Bastards.
But yeah, this works, potentially. So I need to make 4 hoppers, and therefore 6 chests to make this work.
Well, it's let's have a look, see what this guy's actually got. Oh, he's just he's a novice.
Flame.
He's a novice.
Yeah. I was very disappointed in him.
Right. Would I be wrong in thinking that if I went through that that portal right now, would I maybe see my horsey potence?
You should do, yes.
Okay, I am going to risk it for a biscuit. You need to.
They will, however, lead you out at Nullus's house.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
What happens if I just step back in through the portal?
The portal, the only exit for the portal is Nullus's house, but it has many entrances.
How is it that Nullus has got the only exit?
Because he built the first portal in that set.
I think the game's going to crash because it's loading terrain.
Yep. Yeah, the Nether is not a convenient place.
Yep, timed out. And oh, there's a couple of pigmen here.
Yep, if you attack them, all the pigmen in the area will kick your shit.
Oh yes, I know. But yeah, looks like. Oh, so how did these guys get in here?
I don't know, but
Because there's it looks like there's meant to be stairs here, but then they're blocked off.
yeah, is the horse in there?
No,
Huh. Maybe the horse wandered out again.
maybe. I'm going to go back into the portal.
Doodle-doo.
I am at North's. The horse is not here either.
Huh. Well, that horse is gone then.
Damn it. Nollis's fault. Hello, Tiffany Clark.
Hello. Braining. So yeah, there is in theory,
Jesus
I
Christ.
think it's 18 minutes or something like that is the average time for a cactus to grow 1 block. And I have 100 cactuses. So every 18 minutes I get 100, so every 9 minutes I get 50, and 9 minutes is 540? So approximately every approximately every 10 seconds I should, if I'm doing my maths correctly, get a cactus chunk. But that's not good enough, so I'm going to go like another 2 floors up.
I see Nolus has... how did he manage to get one of those spawner things out here?
That's where it was.
Also, he's built this thing...
Yep. So you know how I was saying you can make them so they're automated? That's semi-automated. So all you need to do is stand there,
and
wait for them to spawn,
and then hit it with the Sharpie thing.
Yep, and collect the chunks.
Right. Okay, so you know, for 17,
I'm not sure how you get out.
for a 17-year-old, he has way too much time on his hands.
Well, he's just finished like high school, so probably yeah. There's much worse things he could have on his hands.
Yeah, I'm sure,
Like
but
mittens.
I'm sure you know he's a 17-year-old lad. He should be out and about, you know, trying to hit on everything that's got a pulse. And okay, I have got out to the top of the Christmas tree. Well, Christmas cake. That's what it looks like. I see a diamond-coloured horse.
Yeah, that is his very precious horse. And if anything happens to it, I believe the person who does it will be excommunicated from life.
Ah.
I believe that was approximately the
Hello.
instructions, anyway.
So does he have any, you know, like, I don't know, spare horses?
I'm not sure.
He's got a few dogs.
I don't know if he has any spare horses. I'd imagine not, but it's not too far to get back to the village.
I see something over there that he's made. Looks like a tractor.
The cow farm. I do visit there every now and again. It is very useful.
Holy crap balls! Look at this field. What the hell? How? Why? What and how?
Is it the wheat field or?
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of cows. Needs a lot of wheat.
So, yeah, but does he have to manually collect?
Yep. You can do it once every now and again. It'll keep you going for ages. I've got the same thing at the iron farm.
Oh. He's got a battery farm, the bastard.
Yeah, the chicken pit is somewhat distressing.
Hello, Tiffany, that is not a girl, but a guy. Definitely not a girl. Okay. Gotcha. It's okay.
Hello, person using Tiffany's account.
That's his grandmother's account, apparently.
And based on using your grandmother's account, we will attempt our best to be social and polite. Yes.
Try as we might.
Yes.
For some reason, does he have like a hopper below these things?
Yep, it collects the eggs and anything else that falls out. You've thrown something in by mistake?
No, Hey, hope I got a saddle somehow. I don't know where it came from or anything. I just literally I just looked in my bag and there's a saddle.
Huh. Maybe your horse died.
Oh, do you get a saddle back if they die?
Yep, if the horse dies, it drops everything it was holding.
Oh.
You know, small mercies, all that.
No, I was just thinking. You know, like what we did yesterday and filmed it.
Let's not.
You know, I don't have any buckets.
I think Nullis would take it quite badly if you were to try and nuke his chicken
Holy
bed.
crap!
Have you got to the cow pit now?
Yeah, I'm at the.
I need to get a fire sword to properly appreciate the cow pit.
You know, Alien Resurrection, and when Ripley falls backwards and she's all writhing in the with the aliens. That looks okay. So you've not seen it?
Nope.
So well, it reminds me of that minus Ripley. And I don't even know if I should dare to like climb in because I might get trampled. There's a chicken.
No, I don't think the cow pit's fatal. The chicken pit is, though.
How's the chicken pit fatal?
It's too small a space. It counts as if you got crushed by sand.
Oh, so death by chicken.
Yes. That's how Penny died at one point, and everyone was joking about it. Because Penny was killed by chickens.
Nice. Okay, so from the looks of things, this is a track that can be. Does he have a minecart? He does not have a spare minecart. Damn it.
Yeah, I found that. The minecarts are meant to come back occasionally. I can try and send a minecart, though.
It's okay, I will follow the track and,
The minecart is gone. That's helpful.
La 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 la. These giant mushrooms, do they have a point to them, or?
I'm not really sure.
Because going by the look at the, like the colour of them and stuff, that they're poisonous.
I'm not sure. I think they're just ornamental. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
You unfortunately missed the interesting bit of the stream where you were in the Nether because the portal that leads back into someone else's house where your horse was not.
So now I have to find a horsey on the way, hopefully.
There should be one in the.
I see where the track the track. It's been broken.
It shouldn't have been.
It looks like something might have gone.
Creepers, yeah.
So I'm gonna be kind, or at least as kind as I can. Missing a block. So I'll do is I'll do that. I'll at least put the blocks back. Some blocks there. So
yeah, saves them being wasted. Ugh.
So all it needs now is the tracks.
At some point, I might be very adventurous and try and make the semi-automated cobblestone farm.
There is a chicken on the tracks. There is a chicken on the tracks, people. We'll kill it. There we go. I've just helped it along. Oh, it shit itself with an egg just before I did it. Which is...
Well, I tried. I kept my language at a PG level.
Oh, well, was meant to do that.
Well, if you've got a lot of seemingly younger people watching, it's, productive.
I went quite long, I think, without...
Yeah, it's not terrible.
See, that Vincent Garzon, he gets it. He understands that swearing's bad.
At this point, I've not been looking at your Twitch chat because I only look at
Oh,
YouTube.
well,
Twitch does not like my computer for some reason. It always just lags
I
terribly.
don't think anybody actually watches on Twitch besides Karma.
Hmm. Well, you know, it's a inferior platform for functionality.
Okay.
Oh, all my XP left from killing that pig man. It all went into the Nether. I will never see it again.
I think you should dib yourself out for that one. Okay.
Well, you've been going for about 3 hours now, according to the stream tracker.
Right, okay.
Generally about the time you finish. It's also
Yes, I'm just
20 to 1 in the morning.
Yeah. Right, so which way should I be going? Should I
Follow the tracks.
Yeah, it's
The main tracks.
So the double tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard bones rattling. Oh.
He's being attacked by xylophones. This village is really irritating. He's in my bed. He's not even got the profession that works here.
Well, that was nice of them. They basically killed each other, practically. Hello, Piggy. You're on the tracks. Die. Should be on the tracks.
Yeah. I'm sure there's more efficient ways of making like cactus farms. I've seen some that are very, very light on blocks, but they don't look as nice. And, you know, I'm always about the aesthetics, I guess.
You gotta love it when they actually end up accidentally hitting.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. 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 I'm down to half. Okay, I'm
Oh, you're near my house. Just,
Yep. Nearly there.
I would try and defend you, but with the lag and, you know, fire arrows,
Yep.
I've killed enough of you guys.
Hey, you've killed me about twice already. You know, not today, but you know.
From what I've seen, no one so far in the stream chat has been asking if they can join. We have to give the unfortunate answer of it is someone else's private server. They just let us play it.
And disenchant. The hell? What's that thing?
That is a grindstone where you can take away enchantments from items.
Okay, I need a cooker of forms.
There is one in Ash's house. That is the big one by the gate on the east side.
Yeah, I have no. I'm just gonna go into.
Okay, next to where you came into the village. If you came past my mill.
How did a chicken get laid an egg right on the blue? You.
Also, there should just be food in the house. So if you turn right, right, there's a big house covered in vines.
Oh, somebody left a gate open here.
What do you mean? Where?
If you'll see on my stream. Is it?
Why is that gate open? I don't remember leaving that gate open.
Obviously, that's probably why.
That's probably how that villager got out. Yeah.
Aha, smoke.
Oh.
There's 15 cooked chickens. I'm gonna pinch 2.
I have them all.
You sure?
Yeah, doesn't bother me. I've got a beef farm. And a fire bow, so I just cook the ones I want.
I do believe that is that your. Oh, that's that thing. I thought that was the population reducer.
No, this is not. Oh yeah, that is. You know the thing I was helping you build?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was just going to show you while you're around. That's the one I built. I made a bigger one because I had that much space.
It's not like I don't have the space. It's just
Oh yeah, but I think I had that much space, so I built one that big. I actually made it too big. It was, sits slightly in the lake.
does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very heavy on materials as well because it's exactly the same on the back side.
Right. So this gateway I'm heading to. Is this a way out?
I mean, they're all ways out.
Yeah, no.
If you want to go back to the village, well, you want to go back to your house.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go for the tower.
Tower.
Look up.
I see tower. Ooh, some arrows.
That building is getting chunky. I can see it on the stream. See, if you aim for the tower, and if you go from the square to the tower and keep going.
Oh.
That's the point. I need to refresh the map. You can do that if you want to.
How?
With an empty hand, right click, and then put it back on, or left click, whichever one. One of them rotates it, one of them knocks it off, and you can put it back on.
Oh, okay, I've just rotated.
Okay, well,
I won't knock them off because
no, knock it off and put it back on.
That's okay. I don't want to do any.
If you knock it off, you can update it.
It's okay.
All right. Well, this way, for the benefit of your chat, then let me run over quickly, and I'll do it while you're watching.
Oh, I'm nowhere near now. Hello,
No.
burning skeleton.
Well, I'm going to do it anyway, because
I think I just got him.
yeah, if you need to kill iron golems, find somewhere safe to stand and be careful. Also, I can't help but notice you've arranged my streets into a happy windmill.
I don't know. I just pressed the right button and I just turned them. I think once each. So the fact that it turned out to be looking a bit like a the Indian.
Yes, the cheerful windmill. Yeah, I've also the amount that I was getting through, I built a much bigger sugarcane farm which you've walked past. Also, you're walking to Omegon's house.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There's signposts. I was told at great length I needed to make signposts.
Oh, I didn't see a signpost.
Yeah.
I went off and killed a skeleton. Beep indeed, sir. Beep indeed. Okay, signpost. I see it. Alright. Hub. This way, because obviously I live near the hub.
Yep. You are generally included in the hub until you get nearer, in which case it goes to your specific house.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed appropriate.
I'm thinking it's at some point just going feck it and then getting one of your horses and just ride off somewhere. Just pick a direction.
If you do that though, then if you want to visit people, it takes ages.
Yeah. But if you're gonna do the nether portal thing, then it wouldn't really make any difference, would it?
I guess not, but
My guy seems to be getting hungry quite a lot.
Yeah, running does that.
Well, no, just in general.
Are you getting hurt often? Falling short distances is a good way of knocking off.
I just mean in general. Aha, here's the two bridges that I passed not long ago.
Yeah, I've been trying to fancy the place up a little.
Tatooine is that way? Whose is that place?
Technically it's a neutral village, but I've been trying to get it back to its former glory. That was originally going to be like my main library place for all the librarians, but
So I think I'm thinking, probably like my next stream, which is, oh, it won't be Monday because I am going to be, well, it might be Monday, but I'm going to be looking after my dad's place. From, well, he's probably be picking me up Saturday night, up until end of Tuesday. So I think Monday, if I do stream on Monday, it would more than likely be a case of I won't be able to speak. Well, they won't be able to hear me in the, because I don't know how to get my tablet. Because I can get obviously the tablet onto Discord, but I won't know how to connect it.
You would need a SOC account to basically listen to you talking and then record on the computer. So all of the sound would be heard as opposed to...
Yeah, which means more delays.
only a tiny bit.
See, if no, idiot, still wouldn't matter. I was going to say, if like somebody like like you could stream, unfortunately you can't. Then obviously
I can stream to your channel. I cannot stream on my own channel because YouTube have a nice arbitrary system for that.
And then obviously I can speak to you through Discord, which then would go through to the stream. So maybe that could be done.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, we'll see.
I see.
I see my house. I'm just going to quickly look to see if I can.
Yes, I may get rather, shall we say, restless if I am streaming on your behalf, as I would have to follow you around as a cameraman.
Oh, well, oh, poop, yeah. Didn't think of that way.
I mean, I can do that, but it would be a lot of projects, I guess. Like I could show you how to make street lamps.
I don't know.
I'm happy to do that, but it's whether are you happy to do that.
I don't know.
My OBS is still functional. I just need to have a channel to output to.
Okay, I am back at the base.
Cool.
To my base, that is. So I might as well give one. I've got, because there's a horsey here or two that do not have saddles. Okay, which one? Who does not have a saddle? Yo, young sir, get here.
So if you always need saddles, there's a bunch at the hub in the saddle box. I did lots of fishing before I started building because I wanted to get Silk Touch. Because with my propensity to make lots and lots of windows, I don't like to waste too much glass. So I have Silk Touch so I can break windows without breaking them. Which, for me at least, is very useful.
Hey, why are you kicking me off? Why?
It's not a tame horse. If I remember, you had said that you'd gotten some golden carrots or something.
Oh yeah. Okay, this one's tame though, so I'll put it on that one. Yeah.
See.
I helped produce you by giving your parents the golden carrots, and this is the thanks I get. Yeah. There you go, chickies. Yeah, you can have that. Right. Yep, it is now coming up to 5 to 1 in the AMs.
That's a few.
So I do believe I will call it quits for the day.
Understandable. I hope you've had a nice time, and everyone watching.
Yep. So, thank you everyone for showing up. Muchly appreciated. Love you all. And Vincent, you got it, bro. Yo, bitches. Nigger, stop swearing. We got kids here, bitches. Oh, bitch ass nigger. Sorry, I thought it said bitches. It's not.
You know
bitch
Twitter
ass.
doesn't like you saying that, right? Not Twitch. Twitter. Yeah, Twitch. Icon words. I
well-
do the best words.
Nobody's watching me on Twitch anyway, so.
Well, I suppose it's not so bad then.
If there's somebody watching me on Twitch, then fair enough. You know, I apologise. But the fact that there's nobody, you know.
Well, it is, 1 in the morning.
Yes, if I'm sure by now we've gone past the not curfew, the watershed. Seeing as English, nearly 1 a.m. watershed for us is
Was
been gone.
4 hours ago.
Yeah, so it's not my fault that people, if you like anybody else watching in another country that's behind, not my fault. But yeah, anyway, thank you everybody for showing up, muchly appreciated. Don't forget to thumb it up, thumb it down, whichever way you want to do it. It's up to you because you are the viewer. If I entertain, give that little thumbs up. If you didn't get entertained, then not my fault that you don't find me entertaining.
Are you not entertained?
Exactly. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and you did actually enjoy yourself. Because subscriptions means my channel gets bigger, which means I get bigger channel.
Yeah, about it.
I can math well, and England really well.
Speak England.
Don't forget to share it around to everyone, anyone. Just I think I've covered literally everything. I think I have actually. I think I've covered like everything and everyone that you could possibly share it with.
Yeah. We're very thorough.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to sort of make it a thing, but then I've covered basically everything. Even that guy there. Okay, no, didn't work. Okay, never mind. Thought I would at least try. I should have said that guy, behind you or something, like really quickly, but I forgot the behind you part. So that kind of ruined it. So never mind. And thank you, Jason Vega. I have just noticed you subscribed 20 minutes ago. You're a wonderful person. Thank you very much.
Yay.
Don't forget to if any comments that you want to leave in the comment section, go ahead, put it in there. I will maybe look at it if I am paying any sort of attention.
I get so many notifications, I miss most of them, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
it's also very rare that I put out a an uploaded video.
And just like, share, subscribe, comment. I have a Twitch channel, as you've just gathered, if you're still here, because but nobody really watches it, so but if you want to go do that, that would be great. Fantastic, cool. Obviously anybody who's going to be watching this at a later date, you're weird, because that really is weird. I don't understand why they would sit and watch 3 hours or more of me just trundling around waffling. Oh bloody hell, 3.5 hours of shit, basically.
Yeah, I mean, they'll learn how to make a very basic automated sugarcane farm. That's something.
Is there anything else that I can think of that you can think of that I've missed?
I don't know. I've not.
Like, share, subscribe, comments, Twitch. I have a Twitter handle which is the same as my game channel name. So for some reason, if you feel like you want to put me on a follow, I sometimes maybe kind of use it a bit. But yeah, if you got any ideas or just want to go wee at me through it, that's alright with me. And if you're gonna throw abuse at me, make it entertaining.
Yeah. Unentertaining abuse is just dull.
Yeah, it's just, if you can make me laugh whilst you are actually giving me abuse, then you know that,
Mission accomplished.
damn right. So otherwise I just go, yeah, feck it. So I think that's everything. I should realistically, I should write these things down like a list of like what I'm meant to be doing at the end, because otherwise I end up rambling along like I am now.
Yeah.
And like.
But no. So when are you back though?
Oh, I am back, Skog, on potentially Monday, which should be my next stream day, because I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then sometimes I'll do a jointish stream with Omegon on a Sunday evening.
Yeah. So a safe bet though is definitely Wednesday, probably Monday, possibly Sunday.
No, I don't know. Probably won't be. I'll probably be in a stream, but I won't be streaming on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because
so on Monday potentially or Wednesday, I guess I will go through some more Redstone stuff with you. Help you make some nice street lamps to make your place look a bit more cheerful.
Yep. And stuff. And more than likely, I'll either be on fire at some point in the stream, because
it's your thing. Yeah,
it's just what happens. And I'll probably be running around a bit, like a headless chicken, going, I ain't got a clue what I'm doing, which that's quite often. And I make exceptionally long outros, because I like to waffle, and I do it expertly. So yeah. So welcome to the channel for those who are new.
I think it's time to stop now. Just gonna.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, and so I want to bid you all a good night, and I will catch you potentially Monday.
Bye.
America, exactly there. Zextic Karma.